The aim of this video is to signpost the important features of Charlotte Bronte's writing in Jane Austen, which is going to help you in your close reading, which is note-taking, of the novel. The first thing that you need to take note of in Jane Eyre is the setting. Now, the narrative in Jane Eyre moves between 5 settings: Gateshead Hall, the home of the Reeds; Lowood School; Thornfield Hall, Rochester's house; Moor House, the home of the Rivers; and Ferndean Manor, Rochester's hunting lodge. Now, the setting in Jane Eyre can be linked to characterisation, as many of the characters, such as Mrs. Reed and Rochester, are intimately connected to their house or landscape. R.B. Martin asserts that each of these settings has its own tone, and he identifies the tone at Gateshead Hall to be passionate, sensual, emotional, and superstitious. So, the question I want you to consider as you're going through and reading Jane Eyre is, what are the tones of each setting? And make sure you make note of this as you're going through. The next thing that you want to take note of as you're reading through the novel is characterisation. And characterisation is the concept of creating characters for a narrative. These characters may be presented through their actions, speech, thoughts, interactions with other characters, or through the narrator's editorial comments. So take note, how is Jane Eyre being portrayed? How is Rochester portrayed? So the question again is, how does Charlotte Bronte create each character in Jane Eyre, and make note of how each character is being characterised. The next thing to take notes about is symbolism. Now, symbolism is the use of symbolic objects to signify ideas and qualities. These objects represent a meaning that is deeper and more significant than their literal sense. The first thing very early in the novel is the Red Room. Now, anytime any author uses colour, very easy to Google symbolism of different colours. What does red symbolise? Which is sensuality, sexuality, passion, all these different things. And you can see how they're related to the Red Room. There's the split chestnut tree. Look for mirrors throughout the novel, and also mirrored characters. How are characters the same? How are they the opposite? As in a mirror effect. The madwoman in the attic, fire and ice, constant symbols throughout the novel. So make notes. What do you think they mean? Again, use Google. Google the symbolism of ice and see how that might relate to, for example, to St. John Rivers' character. The next thing to take note of is themes. And themes are an idea that recurs or pervades a work of art or literature. And below are some of the themes to keep an eye out for in Jane Eyre. Love versus autonomy. So particularly with Jane's relationship with two of the male characters, with Rochester, with St. John Rivers. Love and autonomy are displayed. Their religion, throughout the novel, religion is addressed. Brocklehurst, at Lowood School, Helen Burns, St. John Rivers, Rochester as well. Social class. There's this constant thing where Jane is quite ambiguous in her social class, and power versus powerlessness, in particular relating to female and male, the gender relations. So look, as you're going through, take notes. How does Bronte explore the different themes in Jane Eyre? Okay, so just to quickly recap what we've covered in this lesson, read the text closely and take notes. So good note-taking will help you with future essays and also exam revision. In Jane Eyre, some elements to take notes on are the setting. Remember to look at tone and then link this tone to the characters, characterisation, symbolism and themes. Also note anything that you find interesting or important, and then happy reading. Go and enjoy the book. It's a wonderful novel. So look, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've got something out of it. If you would like to subscribe, you can click the button to the bottom right of the screen. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you at our next video, which again is going to be another video on Jane Eyre. Thanks again for watching.